Hey class, so this week, hey class, this week, you will be discussing the playwright. Make sure that you complete this week's module, that you read about Aristotle's Poetics, and you follow all of the rest of the module. Look at the lecture that I have for you this week. I think it's one of my more interesting lectures, and it'll help you to understand as you prepare for your final. Remember that you should be posting in your peer group discussion board. And again, that's why it's important to complete this week's module on playwriting and also post in this week's discussion board as well as your peer group discussion board because we're preparing you for the final. You have to be able to write what you're going to do before you actually present it and perform it. So have a great week. I am in the process. I'm working as hard as I possibly can to finish grading your first discussion board for your first required event, which was Rent, that we all got to see together. And I must tell you that I really appreciate your insight and your thoughts on that play. I wasn't quite sure how you would approach it or what you would think about it, but you all had some very insightful ideas of the play. You seem to understand that it is for the most part, especially for most of your age group, considered a period piece, meaning that it is, and it will, regardless, it's from a certain aspect of American history and how it relates to that time in American history. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that you all have really started to delve into your own culture as we talked about culture and realizing as you watch a play how you relate that culture of the play to your own culture. Even if it is another American culture, it's a different, maybe racial group or different region of the country and even different religious views. And I appreciate that you are seeing that and recognizing that and seeing how you are the same and different from others. So great. And you'll continue that. I want to remind you, I'm going to have to look it up, that you are to see your next and final required event soon. And that is I've already seen an email from it, and if I've gotten one, then you probably have as well. She Loves Me, which is another um, musical, and we will have our module on musicals next. But this week we're doing the playwright. Next week will be the musical. But please make sure if you haven't already that you get your tickets for She Loves Me. It opens on February the 20th, the day that the playwright module closes. So you will. It's in the Belk Theater at Anderson University, and you will see that as your second required event. If for some reason, and that is from February the 20th through the 23rd, again, this is another wonderful aspect of you being able to see two musicals and seeing how they're different, how the cultures are different, even in the realm of a musical. If you are unable to see that, then you need to let me know as soon as possible because your second required event is due on February the 27th. Then you won't have to see anything else. But if for some reason you're not able to see it Wednesday through Saturday, possibly you work or you're on a team where you are rehearsing and playing, please let me know as soon as possible. You are required to let me know by February the 20th if you will not see this show, so that you will also, in that same email, that you'll email me and say, Miss Keaton, I'm unable to see She Loves Me because of this, unable to see because of this, and instead I will see this. So it's up to you to go online, look through something that's available either in Anderson or Greenville or whatever's close to you. You will actually have to physically go somewhere and see a performance, and let me know what that performance will be as soon as possible. Keep in mind also, because some students say, you know what, I would just rather go see one of the Broadway shows that's coming to the Peace Center instead of whatever is at Anderson University. I choose the shows at Anderson, one, so that we can support our own, and two, so that that it's as convenient as possible for you, and three, so that it is within your price range. Keep in mind that I do not require you to buy a textbook for this class. And I've secondly only given you one required event instead of two. I did not require you to pay to see rent. So this play is not expensive. And if you were to see another play, you will probably have to pay at least twice as much as what you're paying to see something at Anderson. So I highly suggest and recommend and are even requiring you to see She Loves Me. But I understand that some are not. So if for some reason you are not, you need to let me know by February the 20th. If you let me know on the 25th after it's I'm sorry, on the 25th after it's finished that you forgot to see it, it will be too late. If you let me know on the 27th when it's due, it is too late. You need to let me know by February the 20th if you are unable to see this show. Go ahead and get your tickets now. Have a great week. Bye.